Man, I am a person of such little faith. I want Jesus to show up in incredible ways, in the miraculous, in the amazing pieces. I want numbers and fervency and emotion in the midst of that. But Jesus invites us to a world not of emotion and miracles, but of faith. I think a story in John 4 really tells us this is right after the woman at the well, but this official comes to Jesus. This is the place in Cana where Jesus first turned water into wine. So it's still going around. People know. And here Jesus comes walking back into the town. And this official has a son who's incredibly sick, likely on their deathbed. And so in need comes to Jesus. Lord, would you heal him? Please. And Jesus looks around with a measure of cynicism and says, are you never going to believe unless I perform? Is it just miracles that you want? Is it just the wonders that you want? And we have to stop in that moment and go, what is it that I really want from God? Do I really just want the miracles? Do I really just want the wonders? Do I want the show? Do I want the emotion? And all of those moments where things are just alive and going crazy. Often, yes. But this official takes a turn. He says, Lord, you've got to come before my boy dies. And Jesus looks at him. Notice there's not a change of heart necessarily in this official, but Jesus says, go back home, your son will live. And then this man believes. He didn't need Jesus to come with him. He believes what Jesus said in that moment and went home. And while he was on the way home, some others had come to find him to tell him that his son was well. And it was right at that moment where Jesus said that. We want Jesus to show up in incredible ways. We want him to show up in tangible ways. We want to feel him and experience him and live in those emotions with him. And yet, Jesus can just speak a word and the entire universe changes. Do you believe that? This official did, and it changed everything. Whether it is Jesus' invitation into his family, Jesus' promises to provide everything that we need, Jesus' promises that there will be suffering in this life, but that he has already overcome. This is what we put our hope in. This is what we put our faith in. And through that, we discover something beautiful. So today, it's an invitation to stop, go back, examine where our unbelief is, examine where we're asking Jesus to perform for us, and instead enter into a space with him that says, Lord, I believe. Whatever you say, whatever you want, it will come to be. Help me with my unbelief. I hope as you examine that, the Spirit's going to show you some incredible things and do some incredible things in your heart and in your life. God bless.